And we're back with some custom Robo. And we already read all this last time. That'll leave the parts. Trash. Yes. There's no hidden stuff, so I don't think we have too much left of this game. Come on, B. Formula legs. I'm gonna actually be back in just a second. I'm gonna grab some water. It's a little toasty. Yeah, water. Yeah, right. Who are you? You broke into sea by yourself. Impressive. Fool. You think I'm weak? Yeah, okay. We wouldn't lose for a 2-on-1 match. I think I'll beat the living daylights out of you. Raiden, are you alright? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. It's 2-on-2 now. But after all of that big talk, we got no choice. Okay, let's do it. Oh, never mind. It's just 1-on-1. Oh, nope. Oh. Leave as is. Oh, no. We're cut. We'll go back. We're going to 6. Ooh, did all the yep, all the enemies got to go before. Okay. Lost the sauce. Jesus Christ, this is just absolute massacre. Movie is the same. Got his boot. That's death, and that's death in a sec. There you go. Sorry, water's lit. No wonder we always get passed up for promotion. We should have just run away. What can you get promoted to? They're nothing but talk. I never thought I would pair up with you. By the way, where are Harry and Captain Mira? Oof, Mira got hurt. Harry's taking care of her now. Told me to go ahead. What? Is she alright? Yeah, she said she was okay. I see. Well, I'm sure she'll catch up with us later. Marcy and I separated too, but I know she'll be fine. Look, you guys are really something. When I was fighting with Marcia, and just now when I paired up with you, I realized how incredible you both are. Roy. But Harry's different. He's different and I refuse to accept it. Let's hurry. Roy's actually a good dude. Who would have thought? We were waiting for you. We won't let you go any farther. This is where it ends. An ambush. They're onto us. Let's go, Raiden. How did you get this far? I don't remember if there's a twist where you're actually a bad guy. I don't think there is. That'd have been wild. Oh, Jesus. F. Oh, big F. They're both targeting me. Not both targeting me. Health goes down faster in King of Twos. Might just be crazy, but CPU is acting way stupider. Sometimes they go smart when they both target, but then they untarget for no reason. And then your buddy really doesn't do much. And there's no storage consequences if they die, so just go ham. Care about yourself only. You can't hurt your partner. Nice. God, they look so cool. Meteor storm gun. Jumping Pond B. They're too strong for us. Okay. I could have told you that a while ago. Oh. Boy, right, and Marcy, you're alright. I'm fine, but I don't have any idea how many of those Z-Syndicate followers I had to fight to get here. You and Marcy really are something. What? Did I do something? Oh no, I was just thinking about how incredible you two are. But Harry's different. Alright, Raiden, Marcia, let's move on. No. If I want to go right. Boss fight. Never mind. There they are. Don't let them get any farther. Don't let them get into that room. We have to stop them. Oh, sounds like something's in that room. I'll take care of this. You two keep moving. What? But don't underestimate me. These three are nothing. I can handle them. Let's do it. I'll take you all on. Oh, dude, I just realized we're not getting any more tutorials. Just lit. Bora. Sergey. Unless I talk too soon. We had an intruder report, but I never suspected it would be you. Marcia, what are you doing here? Look at that half-thick boy. Rahu. So you know about Rahu. What are you planning on doing with Rahu? It has nothing to do with you. But since you came all this way here, I'll tell you. Our Z researchers are remodeling Rahu. We're making a model people can dive into. Once we can control Rahu's destructive powers, we'll be invincible. The government, the police squad, everyone in the world will be under our command. There's not a lot of world left, dude. The world is mine. But Rahu is a horrific entity. It destroyed our world and nearly wiped out the human race. You know a lot. That's why we're remodeling it, so I can control its horrific powers. I was wondering why you showed up here in this outside world. I didn't know you knew about Rahu. You're Class S, aren't you? Yes. Sergey, why are you doing this? There must be something that's on your mind. At least tell me your reason why, Sergey. I hate to interrupt, but sorry, Sergey. Even though she's your sister, she's seen our hideout. We can't let her leave. I understand. You can't. Sergey. Poor girl. Looks like Sergey understands that a well-ordered world is more important than his own little sister. I can't believe you do this. It's awful. You don't know how much Marcy's worried about you. She's placed her trust in you when no one else would. She's always thinking of you. Thank you, Raiden. It's over. My memories of my brother can never be replaced, but those memories have nothing to do with this battle now. Raiden, that's why we can't hold back against him. But Marcia is your only brother. If I had to choose, I'd rather fight my brother than betray my friends. Oof. Sergey, I still believe in you. Let's go, Raiden. We won't lose. Well said. Don't overdo it, though. Forgive me, Sergey. Let's go. Like, they're kind of okay dudes. It's, like, weird. Like, I guess he just wants to roll the world. It's like, you know, your average B-villain plot. Oh, Boro. Sergey, you. Kaboom. If this is the Reefy one. She just fights everyone. I think he had the 3-1. Great. Oh, I remember. Okay, I know why there's like 4 more hours of the game left. How are you holding that gun? It's wild, dude. What is the meaning of this, Sergey? It's simple, Oboro. I've deceived you. All this time I've been following the orders of another. You've betrayed me for Eliza, haven't you? I know, you want Rahu for yourself. You're wrong, Oboro. I don't work for Eliza, nor do I want to keep Rahu for myself. Rahu does not belong to anyone, nor should it be tampered with. Rahu is a dangerous entity. We must stop it before it evolves. My main objective was to bring someone here who could stop Rahu. What kind of nonsense is that? I don't care what your goals are, Sergey. You've deceived me and you're trying to interfere with my work. You scoundrel. How dare you deceive me? I won't forgive you for this. I won't. Rahu belongs to me. I won't let anyone take it. Give it up, Oboro. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Not in the state you're in. Give up? Give up? A worthless scoundrel like you telling me to give up? Me, the great Oboro? I'll crush you. You think you can get away with this? I'll crush you out. What makes you so great, dude? What? Wait. I'll dive into Rahu and crush you all. Oof, prepare to just die. Fool, the redesign isn't complete. Do you know what the consequences are? We have to stop Rahu, Raiden. Help me, please. Marcia, don't. We have to retreat. Nah, it's fine, dude. It's all Gucci. Stop being a little bitch and fight with us. Oh my god, he reverses. It's not nice having him not go for me. Oh, I said that too soon? Get wrecked. Get wrecked, destructive god being. We did it. That can't be. Rahu. It refused to listen to me. How could it reject me, the mighty Oboro? How did I lose? Rahu can't be controlled, not by Oboro, not by anyone. When Oboro dived, Rahu's strength was drained as it tried to eject Oboro from its system. It was still too strong for Oboro. The idea of controlling Rahu is just impossible. Yes. Rahu! How did you not die? Rahu. You two okay? Sergey. Roy, long time no see. Sergey. Now, how have you been, Captain Mir? What's Oboro doing on the floor, and why is Sergey with you? What's going on here? Sergey fought alongside us. He defeated Oboro. What happened? So, Marcia, where's Rahu now? It escaped. Escaped? Oboro tried to dive into Rahu, but it didn't seem like Rahu liked it, so it rejected it and flew away. Diving into Rahu? What? Sergey, what's going on? I'll explain it in detail, Captain Mir. Well, let's go to a different room. Please follow me. Why? We're just letting Oboro escape? Is that what's happening? What are these space rooms, dude? Oh, where are we? This room belonged to our leader, who passed away not too long ago. Z's leader? Yes. Someone here needs to hear my leader's final words. This is why I brought you to this place. I wonder who it could be! Someone? Who? Who is it? Please listen. These are my leader's final words. Raiden, you'll never know how proud I am that you've come so far. Hey, Raiden, how come he knows your name? Never guess. It's because I'm a member of the Z Syndicate too. What did you say? You've liked us all this time? You're joking, right, Raiden? Yeah, I'm just joking. Why would you joke at a time like this? Not necessarily. What? Raiden is the son of our former leader. What? Actually, come to think of it, does sound like my dad. Oof. What? It can't be. The Z Syndicate's leader is really Raiden's father. Let me continue playing the message. Raiden, if you're listening to this message, that means Rahu's returned and our time is short. I wish that I could have been here to see you, to fight with you in this final glorious moment. However, if you're hearing this, it also means my time has come, and I'm gone from this world. I have given my loyal friend Sergey details on our mission. Trust him as you would have trusted me. You do not have much time left. Give Sergey the watch I gave you to care for so long ago. With the power contained in that watch, you can defeat Rahu. I failed you as a father in life, and my final wish in death is nothing but a fool's errand. I'm sorry, son. That was his final message. The watch. My dad told me to keep it on at all times, never to take it off. He said it over and over, and I promised him so many times, and then he left me. Right. Sergey, what's going on? Like you and Roy, I learned about the outside world when I became a Class S commander. Though you disappeared right after you found out about it. Sergey, why did you leave without telling us? Because I met my boss. Boss? You mean Z's boss? When I found out about the outside world, I became curious. I wanted to explore it. And there, I met my boss. I was surprised to discover somebody living in the outside world. And he asked me, why are you here? And I told him that I wanted to know the truth about the outside world. Then he asked, is there something you need to protect? And I said, yes. Marcia, my sister, you were the one I wanted to protect. Sergey. We spoke for some time, discussing life in our dome and outside. Finally, he asked me, do you want to protect this world from annihilation? Annihilation? Yes, I have to admit I really didn't understand his question, but I could see in his eyes that he was very serious indeed. I stopped to think and I said yes. Then he said, as long as you remain in your world, you will never see the truth. Your truth lies in darkness. You discover an inconsistency in your perfectly ordered world where all things are controlled. Anything that cannot be explained, come see me again, and I may be able to help you. Tell no one that we met. Tell no one what we have discussed. With that, we parted ways. I thought about what he said, but I couldn't find any inconsistencies. Because there are none. Roy, be quiet and listen. Continue, Sergey. Then suddenly I found it. It was right in front of me from the start. When I returned home, I saw my sister waiting for me, and it struck me. The inconsistency, that single unexplainable thing, it was Marcia, her special power. Her strange power was a gift, and my late parents, they were suffering. Sergey, to all appearances, Marcia is an ordinary girl. And yet the kids teased her, the scientists poked and prodded, and still they learned nothing. Marcia didn't want to go, but the researchers forced her, kicking and screaming. That's why Marcia hated the Robo researchers. I found out what they did to Marcia at the research center. It wasn't science, it was torture. They say that all people are created equal, but my sister's power stole equality from her. If this isn't an inconsistency, then what is? How did I go so long without questioning this? I couldn't wait. Once I'd seen the inconsistency clearly, I had to leave, to meet that man again. I told him about Marcia, and he said, in order to understand, you must know everything. And he told me the real truth, something even most Class S commanders do not know. The real truth. What do you mean? You're all aware that centuries ago Rahu nearly wiped out the human race. Yeah, we were told that Rahu annihilated all of the domed cities people lived in except for ours. You were never told the truth about the outside world. You believed we lived in domes up here? Well, yeah, I mean, where else would we live? We lived free in the outside world. We lived in vast cities in the open air. Rahu destroyed all of that. What, really? Originally, humans didn't live in domed cities. We lived outside. The outside world was our home. Rahu destroyed all of our cities centuries ago. The few who survived, they found an area that had minimal damage, and with the help of Robo technology, they built a dome to create a livable environment for a new community. I see. We hadn't heard about that part. We thought people had always lived inside those domes. You are correct, but there is still more that you do not know. The dome builders left Rahu inoperative in the outside world before they sealed themselves in. Sergey, it sounds like you're saying we deliberately chose to live in a cage, like animals. That's right. The dome protects us, but it also keeps us trapped, caged. Wait a sec, you said Rahu was inoperative, so how did we stop Rahu last time? Oh? Rahu possessed no form of its own. It was more like a spirit than a living creature. What? No form? It doesn't make any sense. We saw it. It looked like a custom Robo. I'll explain that later. Let me continue, though. Originally, Rahu was invisible, formless, but still physical, still capable of inflicting damage. That's wild. Don't remember this part. We couldn't see it, but it was a real creature and it evolved rapidly. Evolved. Not in the traditional sense, but yes, that's correct. Rahu has two fundamental behaviors. The first is to acquire new targets, in this case, us. Once it identifies its prey, Rahu destroys it swiftly and utterly. It appropriates any useful abilities its victims possessed, anything it has not encountered before. Then, like a chrysalis, it goes dormant, awakens with new skills, and continues its hunt. Metamorphosis, huh? Guess it really is evolving. So what you're saying is that it targets a creature with abilities it doesn't have and steals them? Then it turns into a pupa, rests for a bit, and changes into an even scarier monster? Yeah, that's just about the size of it. That's just a secondary behavior, though. Its primary function is to annihilate every living thing. So it's invisible, it can learn to do everything we can do, and all it wants is to kill? Everything? Right. So what can we do? I mean, other than just roll over and die? How did they stop it hundreds of years ago when it was running amok? Custom Robos. It was because of Custom Robos that they were able to defeat Rahu. Custom Robos. Yes, back then Custom Robos were nothing but children's toys, like robotic action figures. It may sound strange, but even now there is much we do not know about Custom Robos. Rahu's destructive rampage was at its peak, and we were all but extinct, when suddenly Rahu targeted young child's Robo-toy. Then something inexplicable happened. Rahu merged with the Robo, melded itself with the Robo. It's weird, why'd it do that? I'm not sure. Some people think there's a connection between Rahu and the custom Robo. Almost sounds like Rahu did a dive into that custom Robo and, I don't know, got stuck or something. That's why Rahu looks the way it does now. That's why we can even see it in the first place. It's correct. Now that our enemy was visible, we had a chance to fight back, and we seized it. The government remodeled the custom Robos as weapons to battle Rahu's new Robo form. Finally, after many grueling battles, we defeated Rahu. Actually, let me correct myself. We didn't defeat it, but we were able to trigger its dormant cycle. The dormant Rahu had no new information to assimilate, and so it didn't evolve and didn't awaken. We couldn't destroy Rahu, though. Instead, we bought ourselves some time. So that's the rest of the story. We didn't know. But wait, don't you think it's a little funny? Rahu was capable of destroying the entire world, and we stopped it with the child's toy? I know what you're thinking. Rahu couldn't be stopped simply with the custom robos. There's something else. A device designed to stop Rahu by targeting his robo systems. Device? Sergey, why should we trust you? You're a member of the Z Syndicate now, and a traitor. Even if you're telling the truth, why does it matter? What's your point? You're right, it doesn't matter. Let me ask you, Roy, when did you first find out about Rahu's attack? Why do you suddenly... I first learned the truth when I became a Class S commander. How about you, Captain America? About Mira? It was the same. I didn't know anything until I was promoted. Don't you think it's odd? What? This is the single most significant and traumatic event in human history and no one knows. It's classified knowledge. The government dictates who should and should not know. But how could they stop the survivors from passing on these stories to their children? The people respect the word of the government. They knew it's confidential. Do you actually believe that the government has the power to silence such a terrible thing? Can you think of any other reason why no one ever talked about this horrific event? It does seem difficult to imagine. So many years have passed and nobody knew the full scope of it. Even becoming a Class S commander didn't explain everything. The reason this is such a well-kept secret is not because the survivors chose to keep it secret. It's because the memories were wiped clean. It's a secret because no one was allowed to remember. What? For crying out. Look, this all starting to get real confusing here. What you're saying is that everyone, and I mean everyone, forgot about Rahu entirely? That's correct. That's impossible. What could possibly make everyone just forget about this all at once? Oh, nothing could make that happen naturally. Are you saying someone devised a way to erase every living human's memory entirely? Yes. The engineers of this foolish plan wanted to erase everyone's memories and plant false ones. Our government carried out this plan hundreds of years ago, once the dome was completed. What? The government found a way to make everyone forget about Rahu? Yes. The world exists entirely within this dome. Outside the dome, there is nothing. We are all raised thinking that this dome is our true home, where we will live and die. That is the great lie. The memory implant told us all that this dome contained mankind's entire world. But why? Rahu will awaken. It is inevitable. Can you live a normal life knowing Rahu would return, but never knowing when? I see. It was to give us a sense of security, even if it was just a lie. But how is that possible? What could possibly erase everyone's memory like that? I don't know, but they did it. They made a device that could erase everyone's memory. I can't believe it. I'm sure we would have heard of something like that. Captain Mira, I've already told you. There are some things not even Class S commanders have been told. How do we know you didn't make the whole story up? I suppose you have no evidence, except that one of these devices still exists to this very day. Really? Where is it? I got it. Harry, you do? It's at the lab, the Custom Robo Research Lab. That's why the Z Syndicate was there. You're right. You're the man, Harry. No, it's not the lab. I thought so. Harry's not that smart. There's no way he could have figured it out before me. So where is it? Raiden. Yes? Your father's watch. That's the device. It can erase people's memories. You've had it all along. What? Raiden's watch? That's why Z's leader said something about defeating Rahu with Raiden's watch. I see. The device that was used to defeat Rahu was the one that could erase people's memory. Yes, hundreds of years ago that very device helped us defeat Rahu. Sergey, why does Raiden have it? How did something like that wind up with him? What was Raiden's father like? He was a distinguished scientist, one of the highest-ranking officials in the government. That is why he was told the truth. We all live with false memories implanted by the government. When he learned that people had been deprived of the truth for so long, he began to have doubts. He questioned the ethics of the plan, and he knew that Rahu would rise once again. Marcia, my leader told me where your power came from. It is a result of the erasure, a side effect. Right now, every aspect of the brain's development is controlled. The side effect was unexpected. Nobody realized that the dramatic change in environment and the memory blocks and implants would generate this effect. No one could explain what exactly created Marcia's power. Marcia, your power is born from the tragedy humans suffered hundreds of years ago. Oof, they need to save the info dump. Let's get back to the subject. You said that Raiden's father had doubts about the false memories? Was he the only one in the government who felt this way? He must have been something. He was. He stole the only remaining model of the memory erasure device. He escaped to the outside world with several of his colleagues. I'm sure the government must have been quick to send someone after him. Yes. The government soldiers had one goal, to retrieve the memory erasure device. They searched all over the outside world for him, but he was always one step ahead. Instead of taking the device with him into exile, he hid it inside of the dome city itself. He reconfigured it into that watch so that no one would be able to identify it. And then he gave the watch to Raiden? Yes, to the one person he could trust, someone who didn't know the power of the object he held. And that's when your leader formed the Z Syndicate? And all this time, the Z Syndicate's goal has actually been to inform the people of the truth. It was at first. He wanted people to know the truth, to prepare themselves in case Rahu did attack again. But as time passed, he began to worry, to doubt himself. He began to worry that informing everyone of the truth would only trigger mass panic. He realized that it might be best to find a way to stop Rahu without having the people know about it. That was the moment when my leader formed a syndicate made up of the strongest fighters. Strong fighters? And that's when he recruited you? I wanted to save this ruined world. In order to do that, I knew I would have to help him. He told me he needed someone to support him, no matter how insane his orders might seem. But you could have told Marcia before you left. You owed her at least that much, didn't you? To be honest, I had planned on leaving Marcia before I met your father. Oof. My sister would do anything I told her. If I'd stayed, she would have never left my shadow. It was unacceptable, unthinkable. I wanted her to think for herself, to grow into the commander she is. I thought that if I weren't around, she would have the opportunity she needed to think for herself. That's why I left the way I did. But I always watched over her. I would have come to her aid in a second if she were ever in danger. I left, even though I knew I ran the risk of alienating her and making her hate me for leaving her. Sergei, I've learned something. My partners taught me something more valuable than I realized. Spoiling someone isn't love. Sometimes you need to be strict in order to be compassionate. That's when I figured it out. That's when I knew that my older brother still cared about me. That he still loved me. And I wondered if that wasn't why you had left me in the first place. They helped me to understand, and that's why I still love you. Oh Lord. Thank you, Sergei. You've grown so strong, Marcia. The more I hear about this, the more complicated the situation gets. I agree. Still, after hearing all of that, it sounds like Z formed it in order to help out mankind. But what about Oboro? That guy wanted Rahu for himself. When our leader grew ill, Oboro and Eliza made a grab for power, and that's when it began to crumble. The more they knew about Rahu's amazing powers, the more they wanted to possess it. They'd forgotten our leader's goals, and they planned such foolishness as diving to Rahu. I guess there's always one selfish sicko in every group. I acted as Oboro's subordinate by looking for the chance to strike back. But wait, why was Eliza at the lab? Did it have something to do with Rahu? Oboro and Eliza both knew that the memory erasure device was the key to destroying Rahu. They didn't know our leader had already stolen it. He was never sure he could trust them. They wanted that device so they could tame Rahu for their own ends instead of destroying it. Eliza must have thought that the custom Robo research lab would have such a device. That's why she attacked the lab. See? Just as I thought, Eliza thought the device was at the research lab. I am smart, I think just like the Z Syndicate leaders. It simply shows how flawed her thinking truly is. We've spoken long enough, Raiden. May I borrow your watch? I have a chip your father gave me. I'm going to insert it into your watch now. Once inserting the chip, the watch's memory erasure functions will be restored. Understand, I'll give you my watch. Thank you. Please wait while I insert the chip. Big info dump. Thick info dump. Required 30 saves. I've inserted the chip into your watch. The memory erasure device is now functional. Raiden, I believe this is still yours. Your father put it in your hands for a reason. Point towards your target and activate it. I understand. You're almost near the end. Let's go destroy Rahu. Do you know where to find it? I've attached a tracking device to Rahu. If it's transmitting, we'll know where Rahu is. Let's hurry. With every passing second, Rahu continues to evolve. It's still evolving? Like I said before, Rahu evolves. Rahu is especially drawn to negative feelings. Hatred, envy, greed. It absorbs that mental energy, uses it to fuel its metamorphosis. So that's why it's looked different every time we've seen it. It's not just its appearance that changes, it's growing stronger with each evolution. The device will erase Rahu's genetic memory so that it stops evolving. I fear that Rahu is resting now, preparing for its next evolution. We can defeat it if we erase its memory and eliminate its advantage. Let's go. Oh, is there anything in there? Got any cool sparklies? Oh. It's kind of a crappy room. Garbage little chair here. I know it's limitations of the system, but I've always hated, not hated, but it's just like, why couldn't, well, I guess I just explained it, it's game limitations, but like rooms don't ever look like rooms in the future. They look like just wild things like that don't ever seem comfortable. It's alright, you're just training, you won't wake up for a while. You're fucking Robo, not a boar, let's hurry. I already took care of this, but don't worry, they're just unconscious. If you can murder them, my guy, you sure? Looks like the automated lock is broken. Let's go a different way. Crash. I don't think they built that side. Like a chance to freshen up after all this fighting, we just don't have time. Oh. They straight carved Z's into the fucking warehouse and put lights behind it. Blue lights. I mean, I guess they didn't have much to do, so. Saying, there's one of the boars, man. He's unconscious. Ignore him. Oh, my leg. Lock broken over here, too. So, yep. Everyone, please follow me. I'll use the tracking device to locate Robo. Got it. We're counting on you, Sergey. Alright, let's move on. Actually, I might be wrong. There might only be like an hour left of this game. The signal's getting stronger. Robo must be around here somewhere. What is this place? I don't know much about the world before Robo came, but I think it was some sort of amusement park. What's an amusement park? I think it was designed as a place for people to have fun, judging by the odd look of the buildings. Really? Don't look all that amusing to me. No place is amusing once it's been reduced to rubble. We have need to hurry, Captain. We must go. Jesus Christ. Hold it! You're one of Aboro's loyalists. Sergey, what are you doing here? And with the police squad. We found Aboro unconscious at the hideout. Did you do that? His own greed did it. I merely helped. Shut up, you traitor. What are you talking about? You and Aboro are the ones who corrupted our leader's vision and ruined all that Z stood for. You are the traitors. Oh, quit that stupid posturing. It's too late for us to join up with Eliza, but we've had a better idea. We'll nab Rahu yourselves and seize control of the Z Syndicate. Have you all forgotten your duty? We've got your back, Sergey. Harry, Marcy, ride and let's go. Oof. Oh, goddammit. This Toro boy. And I'm wrong, I don't think we get the good weapon until after I beat the game. Which sucks. Yeah, we're just going for that. Oof. Stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think you can. Jesus. F. This. And that's a win. Have access to ground waves. What were we thinking? We've wasted precious time. We must hurry. Hold it, Jesus! Not again. It's more of a bores, man. Yeah, but don't assume we're gonna be as feeble as those last guys. We're 2-on-2 masters. Let's go, 2-on-2. Interesting. Sergey, why don't you pair up with Marcia? I'd like to see the two of you in action. Huh? Sergey? Yes, I'd like to see how strong Marcia has become on her own. Ryan, you're with me. I've always wanted to see what you're like as a partner. Wait a minute, that only leaves me and Roy. You can't be. You guys aren't taking this seriously at all, are you? Nah. 2-on-2s are kind of a joke. I've only lost once, and that was just because I was dumb and I refused to switch who I was fighting. Ah! Oh, I think we can do it. This. Wow, fixed out really easy. If the both are going to be though, that's good. They kind of suck. I'm talking about the teammate. F, what? How'd I go down with you, really? I guess you're focusing back now. Jesus. That should be good. And big dead. Nice. Nice! Do, do, do. Have access to Geotrap bomb. Diving pod. Maybe we should have gone 2-on-1 instead. From now on, let's go 2-on-1 masters, okay? Yeah, then we'd outnumber them. I'm pretty sure we could win that way. We should move. The longer we're out here, the more likely it is that Eliza's lackeys will find us too. Let's hurry. We don't have time to fool around. Hold it! Oh, for crying out, we're not gonna get anywhere at this rate. Leave them to me. You go on ahead. I can take care of these guys myself. No way, Roy. I'm staying with you. We'll stop them together. Sergey, you get the others out of here. Yes. It's been a long time since I've taken orders from you, Captain Mirror. Take care, sis. Yeah, I will. You be a good boy and listen to Sergey, okay? Hey! Let's go. Let's do it. When it hits the 1 hour mark, though, I'm escaping. And I'm going to leave it to whoever's streaming next, which I think is going to be Chris. Wait a minute. What is it? I kind of got to go to the bathroom. Why didn't you go before we left? Like we had any time. Look, there's a bathroom right there. I'll be really quick, alright? Yes, it's a bathroom, but I doubt anything's working. This whole area's been ruined for centuries. Doesn't matter where you do it. I don't care. I gotta go. Anyone else have to go? Marcia? Fine, thanks. Okay, Raiden, come with me, okay? No! No, you know what? Yeah, I'll go. It leads to a battle. If I don't do it, he kind of just battles by himself, and I don't get the part, I think. So, that's right. We should stick together out here. Be quick about it. We don't have much time. Because he just goes to the bathroom and he comes out and he's like, I just had to fucking fight some people, dude. Where do you come from? They're not with Z, but who else would be in the outside world? They've got to be with the police. Get him. Yeah. Can you give me a second? Yeah, I'm still, riding. Let's get him. Wait, just a minute. Oh, man, wash your hands. Oof. This game is so good. Like, some of the dialogue for the story is just like, edge stuff. But then the humor in this game is what, like, straight makes it for me. You just like going down this, I don't even know how you hurt yourself. When he does that? Oof. He T-poses for a second. Or he umbrella poses. It's not full T. F. And this is a bathroom. I just realized that. I can't believe it. We lost in a bathroom. The cool tile feels kind of good though. Oh god dang it. Keep it down out there. I'm trying to think. Whoa, what's going on out here? What's in this bathroom? Is this your secret clubhouse or something? This is the only bathroom for miles. You don't want to pass up a bathroom, especially out here. But this whole place is a ruin. Why not just, I don't know, find a bush or something? It's about being sanitary. But enough talk. Raiden, can we get this over with quickly? I still have to go. And you know what? We haven't even washed our hands yet. Now that's gross. Stay away from me. Oof. I think there's a thing to do with China's stuff. Not to be racist, and I guess I don't really know much about it, so I probably should talk about it. But you know, from media and stuff, and what thing that France had to do because the Chinese tourists that were happening there, they had to put a sign out of the I think it was a Louvre, where they're like, please don't pee or shit on the floor. Oh, and then there was that one case on the airplane, but I guess that's not indicative of the entire country, although the entire country has had to have laws. Well, I guess we have the laws too, I think. But there's I think a regular pooping thing and stuff on the, I don't know. That's just stuff I've read. I don't know how accurate it is. I've never been to China. But I think there's what is a reference to? It's a sanitary. Lying on this nasty floor is the last place I want to be. Still, it's nice to get a chance to lie down. I gotta go. Wait a minute, okay? Just like emptied out a water bottle to its toilet. Much better. Thanks for waiting. We can go now. Fuel trap bomb. Diving pod. Did I actually get any parts for this? I don't think I did. What took you so long? We had a little run-in with some guys from C. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm just glad I convinced Ryan to come with me. It looks like Eliza's here too. We've wasted enough time. Let's go. Hold it. You're not going any farther. More of Boar's men? No, they're with Eliza. It's only a matter of time before Eliza finds Rahu. We've been ordered to get rid of anyone who tries to interfere with Eliza's work. That goes for you too, Sergei. You can't let you go any farther. That's right, we're Eliza's fabulous fighting forward. Sergei, are they good? Have you ever heard of them? I've been with the Z for a while and I've never heard of them. Weird. Well, I don't know. The fabulous fighting forward is a pretty fabulous name. You're afraid of us, aren't you? If you want to run, now's the time. Well, I guess we have to fight them. I don't understand. Don't underestimate them. Eliza keeps only the best by her side. What? Are you sure you wouldn't rather run away? No, that's okay. I think we'll be fine. Thanks for asking, though. But wait a minute. There's no way you can defeat the fabulous fighting forward. Well, I guess there's a first for everything, isn't there? Hey, think real carefully. You're about to fight against the fabulous fighting forward. Yeah, we know. We heard you the first time. All right, everyone, let's do it. Ah! Let's go, boys. Oh, so you're running away, eh? Don't you know who we are? We're the fabulous fighting forward. Hey, wait, come back. I think there's a save after this battle. So after this, I'm gonna. Ooh, this is cool. I'm gonna be calling it for tonight, and then CRISPR's gonna be picking up the stream. I think with Fist of the North Star. Oof, that was horrible. Horrible start. The real battles don't really start until we do the epilogue. Because the I think there's 2 epilogues. I think there's... I don't remember actually, I don't know if I'm saying anything. But just one of the epilogues, or just the epilogue, gets ridiculously hard. It's like, it's just like a fun tournament type thing. But it's like 40 tournaments after Burner Gun. Oof, I think that's a good one. We were hoping you'd run away when you heard our name. Ha, we beat the fabulous fighting forward. Probably shouldn't be any problem at all. They weren't that tough at all, but I thought they were elite. Shouldn't they have been better? Maybe they weren't feeling well. But this flu's just nothing. Oof. Games, please. Oof. Fabulous fighting forward, they were a mockery. But then, even a skilled commander can have an unlucky match. Oh, well, we should keep moving. Oof, he didn't say. Never mind. I don't remember. I think, no, it's not. I know the one I'm looking for is the yellow. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No, I'm 100% sure it doesn't happen yet until the tournament. Here, Rahu's in here. This place is scary. They used to call it a fun house. Fun. They had a pretty shit idea of fun back then. Oh yeah, looks real fun. Rahu's in there. Oh god. This is it. Let's end this. Okay. There's the save. Popping off. And, I'm gonna do dramatic pause. Because, we'll be coming back. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, we're coming back tomorrow with maybe beating the game. Which is kind of wild how fast I beat it. Oh, it's kind of the perfect time. I'm starting to drop frames for some reason. Or maybe I just dropped that. But, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I have the time up on Mixer. And, I don't know if I'm going to continue Sonic the Fighters. Just, it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Just generally me trying to learn the character and then, I will maybe go to the next Sonic game, which would be Sonic Heroes. I'm going to try to do that. Then, oh, you know what? I'm not going to start another game. I'm just going to do Star Fox Assault, and then I'll do Custom Robo. I'll just do 2 games tomorrow. If I'm feeling like doing a little bit more, I probably will start Sonic Heroes. At that rate, why not? Um, then I think after I beat Custom Robo, there's this obscure game that I'm going to try English translate for the PS2 that I want to play. Actually, it might be for the GameCube. Whatever. I'm not going to announce it until I'm able to do all the stuff for it. Or I will be doing Naruto Rise of the Ninja. Because I really want to just go through Naruto again. I've been wanting to rewatch the show for a while now. In the first place, and I started playing a game that I'm probably going to have to wait again to play. Because it's a good game. It's for the DS. But it just goes through the first story, I think, like, up to Gaara, which is essentially Rise of the Ninja. And Rise of the Ninja is just lit as hell, so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Custom Robo, with Star Fox Assault, and possibly Sonic Heroes. Alright.